Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So I thought today we'd look at the meeting of King Charles's and Prince Harry's aides recently had. I'm sure you probably already know, just the other day, it was reported that there was a meeting between the aides and pictures were released there. Why does that remind me of Megalodon there? So they're how convenient. Like the paparazzi knew exactly where to go and who they were and snapped pictures of them. Yeah, right. So yeah, there you have it. So people are wondering, does this mean that the reconciliation process of bringing Harry back, Operation Return Harry Back Home, is that in effect? Has that been activated? Or is it really nothing? Is it to just, as Barjack said on Twitter, is this just to appease Harry because he's been pestering the king, wanting to talk to him? All these pictures of the aides together. Wow. And then making the aides famous here, huh? So, what's really going on here? Is this just a meeting to, shut Harry up, or is there something more serious afoot to return Harry to the fold? It's going to happen anyways, in my opinion. But is that what's really going on here? They made a real big PR push about this to make sure we all knew this was going on. So obviously, they want this to be a story. They want people talking about it. And People magazine came out after and said, oh, no, no, there's no reconciliation going on. No, 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 there's nothing about that. So some people suspect that Megalodon is trying to sabotage things to remain in control, et cetera, et cetera. So what's really going on here with this meeting? Is it as big a deal as they're trying to make it? Or is it just another distraction, maybe distraction from the World Health Organization taking over the world? I don't know. Let's find out if my camera will let us. I got my cards here. I'm going to shuffle them regarding that meeting of the aides there. My, oh my. I've never seen a meeting of the aides that's so well publicized, and even these, sneaky paparazzi shots. Really stunning there. As if there's all these paparazzi just waiting to follow the aides, right? I mean, I've never seen pictures of the aides like this unless they're with the king or with the prince, right? So let's take a look here. Three of wands reversed, overblown PR with the three people there, the three aides, trying to pretend like they're undercover when they're making sure to sit out on the balcony in full view of the cameras. So, anyways, let's see what this is about. Really, let's see what's going on. I mean, obviously, there's going to have to be some type of communication between Harry and his family. It's not like they wish him dead or anything, but at the same time, they are trying to teach him a lesson, it seems. Let's see, what was the nature of this meeting? What was really going on? It's just a regular thing, it's just a PR stunt. Some say Harry was just looking for money because he's broke, because him and Megalodon aren't making anything. And oh, by the way, I should bring this up as well. Uh, Excellent work being done on Twitter with research showing that Prince Harry has gotten millions of dollars of US taxpayer money for Better Up, another one that they're getting money for. Let me find the screenshot. Oh, here we go. Where is it? Yeah. So let me see here. Truth Above All is the name of the account. I should show there. Yes, this is the account here. Hi, hey, Lady of the Lake. Hello. So, yeah, so let's see here. This person found proof. Here we go, right here. That Better Up Better up. I don't know if you can see that or not. I pull this over maybe like that. There we go. Yeah, the grift is strong as ever. Our tax dollars going to Prince Harry and Better Up. So here they've got the receipts. All federal contract awards here. This was just awarded last month. $88,000. This is just one award to Better Up for coaching assessments. $88,000 from June 2025 to June 2026. Prince Harry's Better Up just got almost $100,000 in our tax dollars. This is just one example. We all know Harry and Meghan getting money for all kinds of things. Everything they do, they're getting our taxpayer dollars on top of our taxpayer dollars paying their security and our taxpayer dollars defending Harry with the Department of Homeland Security to not show his visa, which he's supposed to do. He's supposed to show as a public record that our tax dollars pay for, and our tax dollars we use to fight against the public being able to see a lousy copy of his lousy visa application. Yeah, so this is still going on. Strong as ever. Harry and Meghan stealing our money, our tax dollars, and then turning around and deplatforming us, demonetizing us, harming our ability to make money on YouTube, Twitter. You can make money on Twitter X now. Yeah, this is what we're dealing with. Pure evil. Pure evil. And it's still going on. It's still going on. So anyways, let's look at this meeting. So disgusted. I'm so disgusted by them. You keep getting away with stealing our tax dollars. I think if more, you got to pass the word around, because if more people were aware, more Americans were aware of all of our tax dollars going to Prince Harry, of all people, I think Americans would, tar and feather him and ship him back ourselves. So anyhow, let's look at this meeting. I'm hoping this is a reconciliation, because I want Harry to get the F out of here. I want him gone. We want Prince Harry gone. He's too expensive. Lousy parasite. Harry the parasite. That's all he is. Parasite Harry. Seriously, the prince of parasites. Get a real job, Harry. That's right, he can't, because he's too stupid and he has no skills and no talents. Just saying. Him and Megalodon, the only way they can get money and make money is through our tax dollars, because they certainly don't have the talent to make it on their own. Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He comes here to this country and immediately has his hand out with all the other illegal immigrants. Anyways, just saying, it's what's going on. So let's see here. Yeah. He's gonna play a victim because he's an immigrant, right? And his mommy died. I don't know. We gotta focus here. Okay, the meeting. What was this meeting about? What was it really about? Harry looking for more money? And that him and Meghan are just pissing it away on drugs and assistants. How many nannies do they have? You know what I mean? They're just wasting it away on motorcades and private jets. They're just wasting it. It's not even like, they're not like they're using it for a good cause. Better up. Look at all the complaints that TRG found from Glassdoors. The people who worked at Better Up were saying how abusive Harry and his team are. Better Up is a nasty, toxic place. And nobody liked to work there. They abuse the workers, and they're turning around getting federal dollars. Our tax dollars are supporting a very highly toxic, abusive, very unhealthy, mentally unhealthy place. The exact opposite of mental health help there is the exact opposite. They don't help anyone. Anyways, so here we go. This meeting. What precipitated this meeting? What were they expecting from this meeting? They didn't look too excited in that meeting. They're sort of sitting around, la-di-da. They all just looked bored. Like they had to be there, like it was obligatory or mandatory. Yeah. Yeah, can you believe he's just getting money, Jenna? He just got all that money last month. And that's just one. That's just one example. There's many more that they're getting, I'm sure. Meghan and Harry are applying for all kinds of grants, I'm sure. So that's going to happen as a result of this meeting. How did Harry affect this meeting? Influence this meeting? Are they hoping for this meeting? And what's the end result? Okay, I think I've shuffled enough. So let's see about this meeting. What was really going on? Let's find out. What was going on with this meeting? Let's see what the cards show. All right, first card out. Oh, King of Wands. Yeah, I'd say this. You look at this as Prince Harry, but I also look at this as just a big PR stunt as well to make some decisions. And what's crossing it? We get Three of Wands again that popped out earlier. The three assistants here putting on a big show with she's holding up this uh, fire, like, look at me over here, look at us. So yeah, so I'm getting like right off the bat, it was a real big PR stunt. Obviously, they were saying, "Look at us, we're here for the king, and we're putting on a big show here of that Harry is in touch with the king." They want to show that connection. It's so important for Harry and Meghan to show that they're still connected to the royal family, right? It doesn't seem that way. They couldn't be much more different, but they always want to reinforce that for the PR. Wands PR. Yeah. Yeah, they're both greedy and bonkers. Exactly. So what came out today? So something about that today. I think it'll do something. H. Oh, H with the landmines. Oh my God, that's right? I think I saw something about that too. I'm like, that can't be. He just did that a few years ago. He's doing it again. He's so pathetic. The bottom of the deck. Okay, Fool reversed. Big old fool here, which again I could look at as Harry with his fool's decisions, but also that this was just a fool's errand. This whole thing, it wasn't not really going anywhere. Just sort of putting it out there, but not really accomplishing anything in general. So what was the basis of this meeting? Knight of Wands. Again, more wands. Harry, the combativeness one. It's the attacking and the PR. So I think that there's support. I think they wanted to get an agreement with the PR and how far they're going to go with publishing puff pieces, because has been over the top for like the past 10 years. And maybe they're like, let's get together and like let's make a limit of 10 articles a day or something. Like I think there was so they've been so aggressive, particularly Megalodon and Harry, with the constant puff pieces, that maybe they're trying to work something out so that they stop using and abusing the press, because we're all feeling over saturated. We're done. We're fatigued with Harry and Meghan. I'm looking up what you were saying about there. I saw that he was in Botswana today, apparently. Let me see. I think the Daily Mail, a bunch of people having articles, but I don't want to click on CNN or any of those ones. Where is he? Harry returns to Botswana. Oh God, yeah, he is doing it again. He's such a loser. Yeah. So right here, Harry lands in Angola to recreate Princess. I don't know if you can see that. You can push that over, maybe. No, that didn't work. How about that? That better? Prince Harry lands in Angola to recreate Princess Diana's landmine walk. Why on earth is he flying to Africa to redo his mother's walk? That's got to be something. I'm going to look at that, because that's got to be something satanic. He's doing some kind of spiritual hoodoo voodoo here, because there's no reason on earth that he should be traveling right now all the way to Botswana just to retrace his mother's footsteps. Yeah. Let's see if this is the article here. Yeah, there it is. There's the Daily Mail article. Harry's revving up for something. This would be seen as a red flag to me. Look out. There's something in the air. There's something up. Something's up. Watch out. Watch out. He's not flying to Botswana for nothing. And it's not something he does very often. It's very far from where California. So there's something up there. I'm gonna look into that. I think he's doing either some satanic hoodoo voodoo or something there. Possibly maybe with the UN. Maybe him and his head honchos, globalists, meet there to make their plans for the next pandemic. Because they're going to try to pull something. The PrEP Act is only in effect until 2029. Lose their immunity, so they're going to try to do something before then. But anyhow, I digress. Let's focus on this meeting. So Harry, the always out there in the media doing his little stunts. So what caused this meeting to happen? Oh, the lovers. Oh my. Harry and Meghan, or Harry's desire to want to get back with the royal family, officially or otherwise. I think Harry and Meghan, I see that as. Yeah, Harry and Meghan initiated this for sure. So what were they expecting from this meeting? Oh yeah, Five of Wands. Well, they didn't expect it to go very far. They knew neither side was going to back down. Yeah, diamonds and money, exactly. He's going to dine out his mother's memory for the rest of his life. Yeah, exactly. And collect our taxpayer dollars for scam mental health apps. Unbelievable. I mean, what scam? And he's getting all of our tax dollars for it. I mean, man, what a scam. And he gets portrayed as some kind of elevated human being. He's just a demonic, you know what. Anyhow, yeah. So they were planning on getting far with this meeting. They knew that there was going to be no reconciliation there. Because I think Harry and Meghan are still brainwashed, or Harry's, whatever. They're just there to fight with each other. Because Meghan's not going to go in and ask, oh, please, can we have some more money? She's going to go there and say, we deserve more money. You didn't give us enough. Catherine and William get so much. We should be getting equal amounts, So that's why I'm getting like they expected to be battering it out, because Meghan and Harry are so full of privilege that they think that everyone should just do what they want. And, they never apologize. There's not an ounce of humility in either of them. Not an ounce of humanity either, I might add. Anyways, wands. Yes, it's a big PR stunt. It's to battle it out. It's over career matters. Yeah. Just fighting here. Not in a particularly nasty way, though. It's just sort of like, all right, here we are again. This has been going on for 10 years. What now? So what did they not want? Oh, Ace of Cups. So they didn't want to make Harry spin off the rails. They know how emotional and drugged up and deluded and paranoid and stupid and brainwashed Harry is. Because Harry is paranoid and living in La La Land, and he's talking to fishes, and he's talking to his mother in Africa, and he's talking to every imagined thing you can imagine. And so they didn't want to do anything that would send Harry spiraling out of control, because he does have mental health issues. And Meghan, of course, makes them worse. So she always manages to weaponize anything that happens to her benefit and to get Harry angrier and fighting more. So yes, they're trying to avoid that for sure, getting too emotional, out of control there. What were they hoping for with this meeting? Okay, Tower reversed. So there were high hopes here with the major arcana of trying to rebuild, trying to get back into the royal family for Harry and Meghan, trying to rebuild a relationship of some sort, try to do something together. So Meghan and Harry had some new Netflix material, right? So yeah, so there were high hopes here with this meeting that there would be some sort of trying to rebuild the bridge that Harry and Meghan burned down completely with the Queen. Just as that new story came out with the Queen's cousin, I believe it was, when she spoke about how rude Meghan was to the Queen. And Meghan refused to tell the Queen what her dress looked like ahead of the wedding. The Queen was not happy at all with Harry and Meghan. They knew Meghan did not love Harry. She orchestrated the whole thing. I mean, yeah, it's all right out there. The Queen hated Meghan, so it's again and again we're having it confirmed what we already knew, really. But it's being confirmed again and again how nasty Harry and Harry yelled at the Queen for 10 minutes. He was rude to her, Harry. So Harry was rude and obnoxious to the Queen, and so was Meghan. And it's just finally coming out. But of course, we knew that we all knew at the time of the wedding that Meghan and Harry, no, Harry in particular, was rude to the Queen's was it dresser or her friend who was her assistant that helped pick the tiara and whatnot. So, I mean, Harry and Meghan were abusing everyone. So, if Harry and Meghan are abusing the Queen and they're abusing the Queen's dresser, then they were abusing the staff. I mean, that goes without saying. They're going to abuse the Queen of England. Damn right. They're abusing the hell out of their staff. So, I mean, Harry and Meghan are just hell on wheels for sure. And they look and act like it too. But what was Harry's influence on this meeting of with the two aides of King Charles and Prince Harry? Oh, look at that page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, so I'm getting the idea here, minor arcana, but one of the sun here, and I do get that Harry was not much help here. Looking for money, of course. Harry is looking for money, and I often see that as the Archie card. So playing the card of, we want the king to meet the grandchildren before he passes. Don't you want us back? Kind of a deal going on. So they are trying to use the children, trying to get the children to be able to come back in for at least a while, I guess. But yeah, I do see that. There was some communications there from Harry. So how did it go? It was a big PR stunt. They battled it out as they expected. Using this I see this as, they want to portray it that things are great between Harry and Meghan and the royal family there, or at least getting better. And yeah, you said to tell the papers is going to help them. So telling the papers is going to help them. Yeah, they're not very bright. Exactly. All right, so what's going to happen next? What's after this meeting? Oh, 9 of Pentacles. So I see some financial stability here. Someone very happy. Some woman in Montecito picking her flowers on her Instagram page there. So I do see that Megalodon is going to milk this for more money somehow, or is getting more money somehow. Yeah, because financial stability is the real battle that they have. So I do see that coming in, but otherwise nothing spoken. And in the long term, King of Swords. Somebody being very vocal here, coming out with something, a book or podcast or another exclusive interview. So yeah, I think we are going to hear about this, more details about it, more and more coming out. But I also see some decisions being made. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks at the end of the day, they're battling out. It's just going to end up with trying to get some more inheritance, some more money, some more jewels, and like you said, some more diamonds. Yeah. So I do see it, in the long term, just confirming decisions. Not really. I don't see Harry and Meghan returning in these cards or anything like that. So I don't think the talk was about that. I think, as many suspect, it was mainly a PR stunt and one way to make some money. Particularly Harry, I think, is looking for a handout. Our tax dollars aren't enough. He wants, the palace money and the UK tax dollars, So yeah, so there you have it. I do think that there is talk of maybe he may, this could be buying land, so maybe I heard Harry had a house that he bought in Britain somewhere. They may get one for the kids, for the children, because I get 2 pages. So they may be thinking of spending more time in the UK. Yeah, so that could be the decision being made up here, some finalities, some final decision. Yeah. Otherwise, nothing too exciting. Nothing. I don't get any major arcanas for that. I think they realize things are dying down for Harry and Meghan in California, and they're not going anywhere. So he's making plans to try to do something in the Britain with the royal family, even in a very distant way. I suspect, but trying to reestablish himself, him and Meghan, somehow. Yeah. So that's what it was really about: money and reestablishing themselves in the UK for the children. Yes. So let's look at this trip to Botswana Harry is making today. I suspect it's satanic because everything Harry and Meghan do is satanic. I mean, why is he going all the way to Botswana to retrace his mother's footsteps? You know, when the mines have been gone for decades. Okay, there's no mines anymore. It's over. They're gone. And they actually had to recreate the setting. Remember, they recreated for a photo op. I mean, it was so pathetic and lame what Harry's doing with his mother's memory. It's really sick, twisted stuff. To go back and recreate the danger signs and everything just so he can look just like his mother walking through it. I mean, who does that? That's so sick and twisted. It's so sick and twisted. Yeah, show the DNA, exactly. Prove it. Prove they're your children, exactly. That's what we should be getting. But there's so much evilness that they're getting away with. You know, Meghan with her fake belly bumps, she can make a video every week of her in a fake belly bump, and nothing will happen, right? Nothing happens to them. But anyways, let's look at this trip to Botswana. Harry's doing another PR stunt. So we all know his mother's just had her birthday, I guess, on the 1st, July 1st, and the end of August. But it's not until the end of August when the anniversary of her death. Which, you know, really, I mean, how many people do you know the anniversary of their deaths? You know what I'm saying? This is how badly Harry and Meghan harp on this topic. This is so out of control. I do remember the Queen's death, though, when she's allegedly died, on September 8th, I believe, right around Harry's birthday. What a coincidence. Anyways, I'll just toss some cards on this one. They need the connection with the royal family. Exactly. Anything they could do, just another stunts to connect themselves. Ugh. Another PR stunts for Harry and Meghan. But I think they're already working together on a lot of things, if not everything. But anyways, it's all just, you know, theater for the masses, right? So why is Harry going to Botswana? Why is he going? Why is Harry going to Botswana? Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, for Meghan. Yeah, you want to get away from Meghan, that's for sure. Wow, 7 of Wands. Yeah, look at this. Yeah. On his high horse and say, look at me, I'm in Botswana, write about me. And the PR stunts. You know, I think he's going to address he says he's going back to retrace his mother's footsteps, but I think he has to go back and deal with the African parks mess that he created. Yeah, I think the African parks and all the crimes against humanity that are happening there, that's what he's also going to be confronting while he's there. He's kind of murdered a bunch of people already and raping women and throwing them off their lands. Yeah, that's good old Harry. So I think that's also part of the reason he's going there. Oh yeah, 10 of Wands. Looks like he's finishing something up or ending something or dropping something here. With the 10 of Wands reversed, like finishing something but letting it collapse. Now, of course, he also has the Sentabali thing with Dr. Sophie, right? So I think he's trying to maybe bribe her. Maybe he's going to go bribe Dr. Sophie. Say, here, I'll give you some money so you can stop attacking us in court. And, you know, we can just drop this whole thing, just drop the whole matter. So I think he is trying to work something out with Dr. Sophie and or the African parks. But as usual, he's just traipsing around like a fool. And he's arrogant. He just thinks he can just go somewhere and like everything will just go his way because he's Prince Harry, you know. Hey, Prince Harry's here. Everything's going to be fine. Let's just here's some money, go away, kind of thing. Yeah, where's Chelsea at? Uh-huh. Chelsea is married with her children and living with her family and having a great life, wonderful life. Unlike Harry and Meghan, she is quite content, doing just fine. She's never been happier since getting rid of Harry. I'll tell you what. Best decision she ever made in her life was getting rid of Harry. Ah, goodness. Yeah, so this is all a lie. So Harry's lying about retracing his mother's footsteps. That's such a ridiculous lie, too. I mean, how absurd. How absurd. Like, he can't even lie well. Him and Meghan. Yeah, he's so absurd. He's just doing that to get at his brother and his father. He's lying about retracing Princess Diana's footsteps because he knows it pisses them off that he does that. Yeah, Chelsea dodged a bullet. Exactly. So yeah, so Harry's pretending, poor me, my mother died, but he also knows that every time he does that, William and Charles want to smack him, and rightly so. Yeah, trying to flood the puff pieces with his lies, and he is sick AF and wanting to depress everybody and get revenge on everybody, saying boo hoo hoo, poor me. Again, Harry trying to play the victim while making everybody else miserable. Uh-huh. Oh, I see some Harry doing something here with the hoodoo voodoo magic here. This person is praying there. So I do see that Harry is going to be doing some kind of satanic ceremony. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Because he wants to win. He wants to be on top. He wants to be seen as this hero of censoring free speech. He just wants to be celebrated. He's seen as some great guy and trying to drum up some new, you know, passion for himself here, trying to rile people up in a positive way for him. So he's doing some magic. I also see this as like a magic potion. It's a very spiritual card. So I do think it doesn't have to be a positive spirituality. Yeah, you said William was done with H. He doesn't talk about him anymore. Good for him. Yeah, I'm sure he's done. Everybody's done with him. There's something going on in the stars right now. You can look at Harry's chart. That he's returning to make a big scene of himself, saying, "I'm going back to retrace my mama's footsteps." But this is definitely some satanic spell work going on here with this for sure. Some spiritual energy he's trying to get from this. That he feels, there's something satanic going on here, something spiritual for sure. And with Prince Harry, it's definitely satanic. Harry, because Harry and Meghan are. Yeah, so he's doing something. He's doing this on purpose to take attention in the press and to do his hoodoo voodoo to, upset his family and his brother and say F you and play the victim here. Yeah, Ace of Wands there. Yeah. But I think it's going to backfire on him, like everything else does. This new stunt that he's doing, because everybody's just disgusted with him. So it's going to backfire. Nothing's going to work. He's going to realize nothing Harry and Meghan do right now is going to help them. They are not. They are beyond help at this point. There's nothing. You cannot save their reputation. They keep talking in PR about rebranding. No amount of rebranding is going to save Harry and Meghan at this point. They're done. They just and they're still taking our tax dollars, even just as a month ago. Unbelievable. Yeah, always about the money. Greedy, greedy. There's the Harry card. Harry trying to make himself a big story doing this. Yeah. He's pouting. He's pouting because of Wimbledon, too. I bet you it's the Wimbledon thing. This could be about the Wimbledon. Like he's trying to outshine the Wimbledon big, photo shoots going on with, William and Catherine, their family looking great. And of course, the state visit as well. So Harry's doing this bit to try to detract. He's attacking them with this, this PR stunt. Yeah, because he's a pouty little brat. He's watching them and seeing what they're doing, and the speech King Charles gave about William the Conqueror. Yeah, so it's also revenge on them for that as well. Yeah. He's saying, well, you go ahead and have your state visit and go to Wimbledon. I'll go and retrace our mother's footsteps in Botswana alone. Yeah. 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 Rice cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and yeah, and also very dangerous though. Very dangerous man with the crimes against humanity being committed in Africa, and he's the head of it, as well as with Dr. Sophie, what he's doing there. So there you have it. Surrounded by criminals, acting like a criminal. That's Prince Harry. Yeah. All right, so that is what I have for you today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for being here. Great seeing you, chatting with you. And until next time, take care, everyone. Have a good day. Bye bye.